Hey guys, and welcome to our Tkinter video on scroll bars. In this video, we'll be discussing how to actually integrate scroll bars with the widgets that support it. So all of you already know what the scroll bar is and how to actually use it. So I mean in general use. So we'll skip the explanation. Let's begin right away with the demonstration. So which widgets support the scroll bar? Well, that's actually fact number one. Only some widgets do support it. And fact number two is that only the ones with the Y scroll command and the X scroll command parameters, support the scroll bar. So if you want to know whether a widget supports it or not, you can just go check its list of options. And if it has the Y scroll command or the X scroll command options, then you can put a scroll bar on it. All right. So we'll be covering the list box, the canvas, and the text widget. All right. I think these three are pretty much the most major widgets that are used with the scroll bars. All right. So yeah, let's get right into it. We'll create the list box first. All right. That's pretty simple. tk.listbox, self.frame, and we'll give it a custom width of 30. Now I need to actually put some values into this, so I'm gonna just take a quick shortcut and do this. I'll insert 100 values into this. If you don't remember this, I have video links in the description below. You can check out the individual links for each one of the widgets I discuss here. All right. And or here we'll do value. All right. And concatenate this with this. Not very elegant, but it should work out. Okay, let's just pack this in now. Pad Y and give it a little pad X. I'll skip that. All right. Now, hopefully this should generate a list box with 100 values. Yes. All right, as you can see, I can actually scroll with my mouse here right now, but I don't actually have the scroll bar over here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in now. I'll create the scroll bar first. All right. Scroll bar is equal to tk.scrollbar, self.frame. And all right, so this is where things get a little complicated. Okay, self.scrollbar. You don't actually put much in here. You should actually focus more on the packing, the way you pack it. All right. So you need to give it a side. All right, because you can't have the scroll bar in the middle somewhere now, can you? Or just hanging around in the center of the window. You need to actually move it to a side, because look, you can even see here we have a scroll bar over here and it's to the side, the right side. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll give it the right side and we'll give it a fill as well. I'm pretty sure this is tk.right, yeah, because I imported it as tk. Some people go ahead and do this, import Tkinter all, I believe, as all. So that way they don't have to include these TKs over here, right? Okay, now over here is the fill option. You can pack it, all right, to the side, but okay, you know what? Let's run this first. Okay, now look at that. We have our little scroll bar over there, and it looks really pitiful and really tiny. So the problem is that we haven't added the fill yet. If I do this, what's going to happen is that it automatically fills up all the available area in the Y direction. And look at that. Okay, you see here that the scroll bar isn't actually working. Now, of course, it's not going to work. It's not actually connected to the list box in any way. So I'm going to go here, and the Y scroll command is equal to self.scrollbar.set. This is the set function of the scroll bar, which you basically have to set in the Y scroll command parameter. All right. Now there's one more change you have to make. You need to link both of them to each other. Right. Now the thing is here that the reason we're doing config over here is because we can't add this line until the list box is created. All right. And if we added this parameter over here in this line, it will throw an error because the list box wasn't created by that point. So you need to use config for this. Command is equal to self.listbox.vyView. Let me run this, and voila, it works perfectly fine. Now, this is a standard technique used, all right? You just need to assign the vyView function to the scroll bar, all right? This and the widget in question, right? The vyView function of the widget in question, all right? Whether it's a list box, whether it's a text widget, whether it's a canvas, whatever it is. All right, so let's take a look at the text widget now, all right? The new concept I want to take a look at here is the horizontal scroll bars. Yeah, I'll go with default size, so I won't write any other parameters. And self.text.pack, all right? We'll pack that in. Let's change this to text, all right? And let me run this. We'll get to horizontal scroll bars in a minute. Okay, what is up with that? There's something weird about this. Right. I haven't actually assigned it over here. So y scroll command is equal to self.scrollbar dot set. All right. And there you go. That's normal. Okay, now let's just type in some data here. All right. And yes, there you go. It works. All right. That's vertical scroll bars. Same concept as the list box. All right. Now let's make some changes. Let's call this the Y scroll bar, all right? And let's make a new scroll bar. Okay. X over there, and right. Now I'll change this to X as well, all right? Now let's do this as well. Scroll bar, all right? And X view, all right? Be sure to make all these little changes, all right? And of course, more importantly, you need to assign it to the text widget as well. So X scroll command, right? The X scroll bar. All right, I'm gonna run this now. And as expected, we have a slight problem, all right? Okay, so let's begin fixing that. For one, we'll move this to the bottom, all right? All right, so it's not showing up correctly. Why is that? Well, you see, you need to change the orientation. You see, by default, the orientation is vertical. That's why I didn't bother doing this earlier, because the scroll bar will automatically be in the vertical direction. But since we're making one in the horizontal direction, we have to actually change this to horizontal, all right? And now you can see it shows up properly. So let's just, oh, right, one more thing. Well, you see, watch this. Okay, now look, the scroll bar didn't get the chance to activate. Why? That's because the text widget by default warps the text in it. So for the scroll bar to actually, for the horizontal scroll bar to take effect, you need to actually disable the wrap. Of course, if you don't want, you don't need the scroll bar, the horizontal scroll bar, if you have wrapping enabled. But if for some reason you have it disabled, then you'll want to use the horizontal scroll bar. And yep, there you go. We can now scroll in the X direction, and let me just show you in the Y as well. All right, and there you go. You can move in both at the same time. Okay, so we've covered list boxes and texts. Now let's check the canvas. And this one is a bit unique. All right, so I've saved this up for last. Okay, so what are the parameters? Self.frame and width 300, height 300, and what else? Scroll region. All right. Okay, 0, 0, and 300, 500 by 500. I'm pretty sure this was it. All right. Now, scroll region basically defines the region in which you'll be scrolling, all right? Think of it as you're basically creating a canvas of size 500 and 500, all right? But your but the viewable region is 300 by 300, all right? That's basically it. I hope you got that. Basically, the total viewable width is 500 and the total viewable height is 500, but at one given time you can only be seeing 300 of the height and 300 on the width. All right, that's basically what the scroll region is. All right. Okay, and X scroll command is in Y scroll bar, right? What am I doing? Self.y scroll bar dot set. Oh god. Okay, now let me copy paste that real quick and move that here for the Y. Okay. Now hopefully I did it right. Okay, no. Slight mistake there. Canvas. All right. Okay, I actually did do this right, but looks like we need to set the background. Background is equal to white, all right? And there you go. This is our canvas. You see? We can now scroll. Now, obviously, you can't actually see anything. You can't see it being scrolled because we haven't drawn anything to it. Now, of course, we'll have that in a separate video. The canvas video that we have actually also covers how to use scroll bars in it. And we've gone into it in more depth over there. So if you want to see more about canvases and scroll bars, you can actually check the video link in the description. The same goes for the list box and the text widget. We'll have links for both of them in the description below. You can check them out in more detail. We've covered scrolling in all of them, all right? So yeah, that's about it for this video. We have a lot more content planned. We're nearing the end. If you've been following this playlist, we're nearing the end of our playlist, and we've covered almost almost all of the widgets within Tkinter. We now have sections on layout. That's a new series that'll be coming up, a layout series where we actually like in this series, we've been covering all kinds of widgets, right? How to create and use them. But in the layout video, we'll be learning how to actually bring together a whole bunch of widgets and lay them out in a proper manner, and also using them all in sync with each other. All right. So instead of just having 1 or 2 widgets on our screen, we'll be having like 5 or 6 at least. All right, and they'll all be interacting with each other, or all be combined together to make an overall product, all right? And most importantly, the layout will be focused on, all right? So we'll also explain the pack, grid, and place layout managers there in greater detail, all right? I'm also working on another series called the Tkinter Extras, where we compile together concepts like Tkinter fonts, Tkinter key bindings, Tkinter customizations, Tkinter root customizations, all kinds of interesting stuff. And believe me, learning those things really makes a difference in your Tkinter skill level. All right, you'll really feel a difference. All right. So I'll include a link to that in the description below. So be sure to check that out. Okay, if you're serious about Tkinter, you really need to know those things. So be sure to check that out and make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. And see you in the next video.